Day 18, Ionic Compounds Part 3. So we have a couple days down, so now we're going to continue this same process. We're just going to change the math equation. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're still going to get the 0, but now we're going to get the 0 by using plus 2 minus 1 is 0, and plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 minus 3 equals 0. So let's get started. Remember that you need to go ahead and get out your periodic table of ions. This will help you name the compounds. So if you don't have one, again, you can get one from us. We sell them. Or you can just print one off for free. If you have a computer or printer, just print one off for free. So anyway, so here we go. Let's get started. First of all, we want to get the 0. That's the whole key, getting the 0. And so we have calcium, which is a plus 2, and chloride, which is a minus 1. So we want to shove those together. So we have calcium, which is a plus 2, and we have chloride, which is a minus 1. And then if we've chosen this minus 1, this chloride, remember we have to choose the same one for the second one. We can't mix and match. But we have a plus 2, a minus 1, and a minus 1. And so we have calcium, a chloride, and a chloride. We don't write chloride twice like this. We use a subscript, and we put a 2 here, and we call it calcium chloride. Okay, calcium chloride. That's how we do it. So the next example, we choose calcium again, but this time instead of chloride, we choose bromide. And bromide is a minus 1. So because we've chosen bromide, we have to choose the same one again. What I mean by the mix and match is we don't want to have bromide and chloride mixed together. We just want bromide and bromide, or chloride and chloride. Okay, so whatever one you pick for the minus 1, it has to be the same for this minus 1. And again, you pick the minus 1s by going to the periodic table of ions. And so this time I've chosen chloride and bromide. I could have also chose fluoride or hydride or iodide, any of those minus 1s. Calcium chloride, calcium bromide. All right, CaBr2, because there's 2 of the bromides. Calcium bromide. Magnesium is another plus 2. So now I've changed the ion from calcium to magnesium because I could choose any of the plus 2s. Magnesium chloride, MgCl2. Another example would be for me to go and choose fluoride. Fluoride is a minus 1. Let's look at this using fluoride. See how I have magnesium here? Magnesium is a plus 2. And I have chloride is a minus 1. You see, I could have chosen magnesium, which is a plus 2, and fluoride is a minus 1. And then I would have to choose fluoride again, minus 1. And so we have MgFF plus 2 minus 1, that equals 0. So we've completed this mathematical relationship. Plus 2 minus 1 is 0. So then we have magnesium, and then we have 2 of the fluorides. So instead of writing it twice, we put a subscript 2, magnesium fluoride. And that's how it's named. And so if you go to the periodic table of ions again, you'll notice that the name is magnesium, and fluoride is the minus 1. Now, I want you to also know that the name changes. If you looked at the periodic table of elements, the elements, this says it's fluorine. Notice that when it has a negative charge on it, its name changes to fluoride. Now, when magnesium gets a plus 2 charge, its name doesn't change. And its name doesn't change because there's only one in the box. There's only one of these in the box. So if there's only one in the box, the name doesn't change. Now remember, I told you this several times now, if there is more than one in the box, like any of these, the name changes. So right now, we're not dealing with these. Right now, we're not talking about the ones where there's more than one in the box. We only want to do the ones where there's one in the box. So the math equation, the plus 2 minus 1 is 0. Choose any of the plus 2's with any of the minus 1's. And that's what we're doing. Here are the others. We have magnesium chloride, beryllium chloride, and zinc chloride. You should easily be able to see how those are put together. Okay, so let's do this other math equation. Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 minus 3 equals 0. Well, calcium is a plus 2, and you know that. Calcium is a plus 2. You've done that enough. And if you remember, nitride is a minus 3. So if we look over here, we see nitride right there is a minus 3. So what we want to do is we want to put it all together. Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, so we want to have 3 of these. Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and then we want to have 2 of these nitrides, minus 3, minus 3. See, we have to have 3 of these plus 2's because that's a positive 6, and then we need 2 of these minus 3's because that's a negative 6, and that equals 0. So clearly we need 3 of the calciums, and we need 2 of the nitrides, and the name would become calcium nitride. Instead of using nitride, we could use phosphide. And so calcium, Ca, is a plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Phosphide is a minus 3. And so instead of it being calcium nitride, now it's calcium phosphide. Magnesium is a plus 2. We could put magnesium in there. Put 3 of them. Remember, they all have to be the same. 3 magnesiums, magnesium phosphide, Mg3p2. Beryllium nitride and zinc nitride, same thing. Okay? What we're doing is we use mathematics to build this language of chemistry for us. And so we want to learn how to name chemical compounds. I mean, look how easy this is. You have 3 zincs, 2 nitrides. I mean, how many of you woke up this morning and knew the chemical formula for zinc nitride? I mean, look how easy it is. 3 zincs, 2 nitrides, ZN3N2. That should just ring a bell and say, of course that's zinc nitride. What else could it be? So keep working, do your homework, and then get ready to take your quiz. Have a great day.